my life just got a whole lot more interesting. So, this is life in Kauai, Hawaii in quarantine. This chair's actually really comfortable. I really did not know what to expect of this place. The first day that me and Joe were here, we literally had like a panic attack. It's so different from anything that we've ever really experienced, even on vacations and things like that. I've been to Hawaii before. And when we got here, one of the, I think, older gentlemen, like one of the natives that was here, I think they tried to scare us off because there is not so great of a history with the mainland and Hawaii and treatment of workers here. So they definitely, older generations do not like us very much. And it was just kind of, we were going through like a really old neighborhood, and it was just like, is this what we're going to be living in? We didn't really go up towards like the more modern parts of it, I guess. There's so much more to the island than we thought. And we are definitely going to get a car and take a drive all around the island and see more of it, because we got a very kind of desolate part of Hawaii, Kauai, upon first getting here, which was really scary, especially since we've, like I said, I've been to Hawaii. I was in Oahu. I was never in Kauai. I never knew what I was coming into. It was just like late at night after 16 hours with a mask on, and we were just so tired and overwhelmed with everything. We were like, we gotta leave. We're so scared, and like, just, this is the first time that both of us are living on our own, and like moving to Kauai from the East Coast while also living on your own is a really huge leap. That was pretty insane. But like I said in another video, which I'll post it, or I'll card it right after this video. It's called The Art of Adaptation. And I was just, I'm just going to reiterate that what I said in that video. I'm looking at this experience as being able to see what I can do with this kind of new lifestyle that I never wanted, and that I never thought I would ever be in. I never thought I'd be in this situation, and I want to know how well I can adapt. And you often find out who you really are through uncomfortable situations. So I want to see what I can do here, and I want to learn the art of adaptation. And I changed my wardrobe, I changed my outlook on life, I changed my career choices because of this. And I think that I'm going to find something or unlock something in me that I didn't know I had, so. This is our little cottage.
Cottage right here. Excuse me, I'm still an amateur with the camera, so these are some trees. You have the famous plumeria trees here, and the blooms are literally always on the ground here, but here we are. Plumeria. This is our front deck here. This is where I sit out a lot just to get some fresh air because it can get pretty boring in there. My boyfriend's probably inside right now, like in a meeting or something, so if he's like talking, ignore it. So we go in the house. Hi, Joe. Yeah, I am. So this is our general area that we live in. The first day we literally just sat on this couch and just watched Shane Dawson videos for like 10 hours straight. It was awesome. Now I just like watch YouTube videos here, and like I have my iPad over there with Procreate, and I'm gonna start doing some of my drawings there. We eat here. This is our little kitchen. Teeny little kitchen. I love that stove. That stove is so cute. I want one. Yeah, so this is our kitchen. And then you go in here, yeah, we have like a little TV, you know, some things here. A little clock. It has a timer on it, which I thought was interesting. This is the bathroom. Everything in here is really clean. Everything's really well taken care of, which is nice. Hello, YouTube. Shower. And then you go in here. This is generally a more messy place because of my suitcases and everything, but this is where we sleep. This bed is so comfortable. It's awesome. Okay, and then you can, these windows are so cool to me because they go all the way down to the ground, which is very unusual, and I'm sure in like any other place other than Hawaii, people pay a lot of money for that. And just my general things. There's really nothing too interesting in here. This is the second deck out here. This one has a table. This is where I drink my tea in the morning. I also drink coffee because I'm a psycho. Oh, hello. Oh, you're so pretty. Well, these guys are here all the time. It's crazy, man. There's herons here. There's roosters here. It's really just because there's so much beauty and wildlife here. There's really there's so many places for birds to nest, and it's really a perfect environment for them. All the trees are not cut down, you know. They have a place to live. So, and that tree, I believe, is called ohia, and it only grows in Hawaii, and it really looks like the tree of life. It's a really beautiful tree. Yeah. Okay. It's okay that it's dark because I look better in low light situations anyway, but there is literally no more light in the day for me to do this portion of the video. I have literally been working on this vlog relatively like the whole day. I did not know how labor intensive this was to do. So I just kind of wanted to talk about what I'm doing in quarantine, and that is I'm doing a few things, of course. I'm trying to utilize my time as much as possible. One, I'm making this video because I want to show everybody a unique experience that is being in a quarantine cottage in Kauai. It's very unusual. But in addition to making this video and exploring new avenues through YouTube, I decided to also start a tattoo portfolio. I will be doing that on Procreate, as well as whenever I get any of my other supplies in, we're having them flown in, doing some drawing work with that as well. I want to start a tattoo portfolio because I want to be a tattoo artist, even though you would never think by looking at me that I would want to be because I don't have any tattoos.
That does not defer my desire to do so, though. I do plan on getting some in the future, but I've always found tattooing to be a really, really interesting art form. And I myself, as an artist, drive with a dark line anyway, so tattooing is just kind of, it makes sense with my artwork and my aesthetic in general. So I really want to, at least for a portion of my life, I'd like to know how to tattoo. It's just something cool to have in your back pocket, I guess. And it's a great way to make money and a great way to strengthen my skills using a new medium. But in addition to that, I am also watching some really kick-ass documentaries on YouTube from a user. I don't know what their name is, but the series is called Down the Rabbit Hole. It's literally all this person does. I'm sure you've seen their videos at some point because they have millions of views. A lot of them. I watched his Temple OS documentary. It's long, it's like an hour and a half. Very well researched. It's about a man, a programmer in 2005 who over a period of time, I'd say a decade or so, made a biblical operating system and was thought to actually have talked to God, and God told him to make this operating system, to program it. It talks about his whole process of doing so and his eventual downfall and his mental degradation. And I always like things like that. It's very interesting to see how someone goes from such a high point, and this man is very intelligent, and then just falling from that. So yeah, I watched that one. I watched Vaporwave. Vaporwave is a really cool music and aesthetic movement that you have probably seen on Tumblr at some point. And there's a whole documentary, not little short documentary on it, the origins of the music and how the music influenced other musicians and artists too. So that's a really cool one. And then the mouse experiment, which, just to put it simply, it details, it was an experiment done with mice in order to reflect how humans will act and how society will fall after being kept in close quarters like cities for long periods of time. So that's a really, really cool documentary. All three of those I highly recommend. I've watched all of them being in quarantine, here specifically. In addition to that, I'm reading, I'm drawing, I'm trying to get into Procreate because Procreate is really a pain in my ass. I don't like it very much. I like pen and paper, and I'm really trying to force myself to delve into a new medium that I know is a lot more well received in a digital community. So I'm trying to do that as well. Alright guys, I'm done talking. It feels like this video is forever and it's really long, but it's not. It's only like 15 minutes. But it's been a long process. So let me know how I did on my first vlog, if you liked it. Tell me if you watch any of those documentaries. Tell me if you've ever visited Kauai, whatever. It's, I'm here to talk if you're here to talk. So have a great rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you again.